And you feel how about that?
Really good.
Coach?
Good job of rehabbing. I think the training staff's been very smart of going through this procedure and kind of working out some of the earlier kinks where he got fatigued and sore, and did a good job of shutting him down and building him back up. And he's had a week through the bye week and being able to practice today and make all the throws he needs to make.
So you don't have any concern that he'll suffer soreness or setback during the week? That
I don't know that, but I feel pretty good as far as what we've done so far and what he's communicated to us. So we'll just take it day by day. And like I told Brock, just always
got to stay ready.
Is he paid for you, Ryan?
I mean, if he wasn't, he's not telling me.
When did you tell the guys of your decision?
We talked to both those guys last night or yesterday before whatever time it was before we had our walkthrough.
You said you needed Ryan to shoot straight with you about where he was at. Did you hook him up to a polygraph or anything like that?
No, I trust him, kind of.
Moving forward, how do you guys kind of manage the shoulder and after weeks after this first game?
Yeah, that's something that I've talked to him about, making sure that he's doing all the things that the training staff needs him to do, and the strength staff's involved as well. And we need him to spend the amount of time that he needs to spend, whether it be post practice, before practice, whatever he needs to do to make sure that he's good to go for practice or a game. So. That's really his number one focus. I think he does a good job preparing for the game as it is, and we can take some off of him and really do a better job as a coaching staff of making sure that he has everything he needs to do without him having to go search for anything that he's concerned about.
You guys obviously had a huge high hopes for him going into the season. Is everything there still, all the goals that he's had and you have, they're still in front of you?
Yeah, I don't think he cares about anything individually like stat-wise. Yeah. The only thing he's ever said to me is he just wants to make sure that we're winning. So I know he felt like, him coming back, he can help be a part of that.
Did his throws today in practice look 100% to you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he looked good, and, I think it's just always going to take time. I think it's a little different receiving core that was out there today than when he left.
How big of an impact does that have on the game plan, and how much of the playbook does that open up to you?
I think really it's not anything drastic. I mean, we have to do some different things just because of the personnel we have. We've lost a couple of guys that were kind of key to us and at the wide receiver spot, and really we got guys with different skill sets than what we've had in the past. So it's really going to be about, every game is going to be different and how we want to go about it, what we want to do, what he can do, whether it be passing, running, those type of things.
Well, following up on that, what are you seeing out of Carew? And obviously he's having to step into a bigger role now.
Yeah, I mean he's been ready for this. He's been here for a while, so he's doing a lot for us on special teams right now, and that's big for our team, because anytime you can get somebody that steps in and does personal protector on punt and has a whole bunch of other rules, and it's a wide out, that's critical for us, because that saves us a spot somewhere else, and it gives us another number at that position.
Now, were there things that Ryan does to maintain or keep the shoulder capsule, good as far as ice or?
Yeah, I mean, they got a whole routine, whatever they do. I mean, I don't sit there and take notes on it.
What was Ryan's reaction when you told him?
We had a discussion, just kind of went through a few things, and, we probably took about 1 second too long to just tell him that that's what we were doing. I mean, he was ready to go. He was, he's been waiting for this week to come for a while, and the whole thing was us just making sure he stayed patient and with the program that we had on, instead of, if things didn't go right leading up to this game and we had to take another week, that he needed to understand, that's what it was. But that wasn't the case. We had a good week last week, and, today was a good start for us, of him practicing the whole practice.
Adam, the status of the 2 offensive tackles.
Well, I mean, getting them out there and getting them to practice,
Did they take full part today?
yeah, I don't want to say if they were full or limited. I mean,
But they're out there.
yes, Matt will make that decision. I'm not doing that anymore. So,
With Jakeem Grant going to IR, does that open up or make it a necessity that you add another receiver to the 53, or is that just a spot that you'll keep?
well, I
flexible?
mean, we added Bryce, so that was kind of, we weren't really sure where Devontae was going to be leading into this week, and then Jakeem going down, and we'll just keep looking at what's the best thing for us to do. Whether it's another spot somewhere else. I mean, I feel like we got a good group there that knows what to do. Having Isaiah basically ready to go at all times. I mean, he does have some flexibility to move outside if we needed him to. I mean, obviously, ideally, I like him in the slot, but I mean, he does have the ability for us to, if we needed him to come up, to move him outside, and he can he'll find a way to get open.
With Ted Larson, we never got an update on how that injury happened and where he is right now in the process.
Yeah, I mean, you saw a couple of games where he got pulled. He came out of the game a couple times, like for a decent amount of time, and then would go back in, and really we got to the point where we're like, we need to rest him and just see how his body recovers. So I mean, getting through the bye week and kind of we got on him a little program right now to kind of build him back up and really see where he is when it comes Sunday.
With Jake Brendel, how did he perform?
He did well. He played very aggressive. He finished as well as anybody that was playing on Sunday. You could tell he was excited to be out there, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go because I mean he's played center mostly for us, and we kind of got put in a weird situation when we needed him to play guard, and he did a great job.
You're playing a team that scores a ton of points, at least they have the last month. They're getting everything here. And does that change how you call a game as opposed to if you're playing like Buffalo, who's the least scoring team in the league?
I mean, it depends how we have been doing. And, the last few games, like, it's changed the way I've called plays as far as, all right, how are we doing on defense? How are we moving the ball in offense? Are we running the ball well? Are we completing balls? So, it's you have an idea going into the game, how you're going to play it, because, we've been talking about this. Everything we do has to be focused on how are we going to do this as a team. Because, we've lost some guys that you throw a check down and Albert would go 70. I mean, that's not a planned deal. And, we've lost some of those guys that could do that. So we have to make sure that everything we do is kind of grouped together with the defense, offense, special teams. And, and then the game flow kind of dictates a little bit of it too. If all of a sudden you're moving the ball up and down the field, now you can be a little more aggressive. You can do some other things.
Follow up to that last night. Did you ever think you see a game where a team scoring 50 loses? I don't know if you
No, close. Yeah, I saw it, but close. I saw Dallas score 48 and lose. So, it's somebody that might have been calling it in this room.
That's probably what they do.
You got your starting quarterback back. Did you see a perceivable lift over the team with that?
I don't know if I was really looking for it. I know he was excited to get back out there. I could tell yesterday when he got it in that huddle, like he juiced up like we were practicing. So, I can't speak for those other guys. I just know they haven't seen him in a while, and, for him to go out there and, be just turning it loose, and you don't look at him and go, hey, is he trying to feel his way in this? I don't see that. I see a guy that's just confident where he's at right now, and he's doing a good job of just putting the ball, turning the ball loose and putting it where it needs to be.
How do you go about managing him during the game? Is it going to be consulting after every series? How'd you feel on that one?
I mean, once we get going, we're going to go. The last thing he wants is me, like, checking him every 10 minutes, wondering how he's doing. So, if there's an issue, he'll let me know.
Is Ryan's return loosen things up for you as a play caller?
I mean, we'll kind of see how it goes. I mean, once again, like, he's playing with a different group of guys. So we just got to kind of see what's either working, what's not working, how this week goes as far as what we got in. So, I mean, it feels it's different.
Devontae and Kenyon, how encouraged are you about those red jersey guys?
Well, I think the fact, you're going to get me in trouble with this because they're not happy about wearing the red jerseys. So, I mean, the fact they're out there and they're working is good. We just wanted to make sure nobody, with them practicing, somebody thuds them up and just sets us back. So I think going through an individual and then getting some team snaps, that was good.
Adam, going into the bye week, considering how good this roster is this where optimally you want it to be with what you're seeing out there on the field with those players?
I mean, I like the group we got. I mean, guys are working hard, and it seems like we needed a bye week. I mean, guys were beat up, and they seem, I don't want to say fresh, but I mean, energized and ready to go and know that we got six left and, see what we put together.
With McCain, he's still in the concussion protocol?
Correct.
Is he close to being out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't, concussion protocol.
And the play 48 against Denver.
Dave, why do you think you brought it up?
Adam, how many points did the Denver Broncos score against the Dallas Cowboys that day?
I don't know. 51. 51.
Guys good? All right, thanks.
You're out of cheese, right?